Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, John Dramani Mahama. Honorable Mahama Ayariga, Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry of Ghana. Her Excellency, Ambassador Mona Omar, Assistant to His Excellency, Minister of Foreign Affairs for Africa Department. His Excellency, Mr. Amin Amidou Suleimani, Ghana Ambassador to Egypt. The investment authorities, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all media and the protocol observers. Marhaba. It gives me great pleasure to be with you tonight on the occasion of the visit of His Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana and the Ghanaian High Investment Delegation to our lovely country, Egypt. We together are here to use our private authorities to secure a successful development cooperation and continue forwarding to strong business relationship between Ghana and Egypt. The opportunities in Ghana are very attractive in several sectors such as energy, healthcare, metallurgy, petrochemical industry, agriculture, food products, financial service, and tourism. Ghana has a stable political environment, and the business climate is improving fast. Ghana also has skilled laborers and a well-developed financial sector. Most important thing, the role of law is well respected in Ghana, and the protection of properties rights and the investment are guaranteed. And that's why Ghana is a good place to invest. We, Euroget, the Invest, has made many friends in Ghana and continue to work closely with the government to attract investment to critical sectors of Ghana economy. Presently, Euroget has secured $500 million projects in healthcare sectors for Ministry of Health and the Ministry of Defense, as well as secured $300 million for upgrading of the 37 military hospital in Accra, Ghana, and upgrading of 14 clinical centers for the Ministry of Defense. In the mineral sectors, Euroget is helping Ghana to add value to its gold resources by constructing a precious metal gold refinery for a capacity of 100 tons of gold per year, valued at investment of 38 million euro in Kia Airport Free Zone. The refinery will be on operating starting of April 2011. Euroget continues to look for new areas for cooperation with Ghana and invite other Egyptian investors to come to Ghana. Thank you, and God bless you all. Enjoy your dinner. Thank you.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the Republic of Ghana to Egypt, Your Excellency, Madam, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me on this occasion thank Dr. Said Deras, a very good friend of mine and a very good friend of Ghana, and to announce to you that His Excellency, the Vice President, will give a very short response to his speech. Your Excellency, the floor is yours.
Thank you. When the Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry opted to come up, I had hoped that he would say that he was going to give a response on my behalf. but it's an occupational hazard to speak when you're vice president, and I've learned to take that responsibility. I'd like to thank Dr. Said for his kind words about Ghana. And indeed, that's why we're here. We're here because we think that there's a potential between two countries that historically have been very close friends from the time that our country became independent till now. And we're hoping to move that friendship to a whole new level. And I'm happy for the kind of reception we have received from the Egyptian government, exceptional. And I want to give my particular thanks to Madam Mona Omar. She's always been such a friend of Ghana and a champion of Africa, actually. And we appreciate that very much. As Dr. Said said, thank you. Indeed, she deserves that round of applause, and even more than that. Thank you very much. As Dr. Said said, he's a friend of Ghana. I got to know Dr. Said, shortly after we had come into power. He'd been working on a project to try and bring investment into improving the health infrastructure in Ghana. And he had been running into all kinds of challenges. And we're happy that those challenges were overcome and the way has been opened for that investment to take place. It would improve the infrastructure in our healthcare phenomenally, especially considering that some of these projects are regional hospitals, and for one of them that I had the privilege of cutting the sod with Dr. Said for was the Upper West Regional Hospital, and the people there are waiting very anxiously to have that project commence and be commissioned. And so we'll thank him for that. He is there to stay, and as he said, as he was working on the hospitals project, he also saw another opportunity. And that's what investment is like. You put a foot in the door, and once you put a foot in the door, you squeeze your shoulder through the door, and then before you see, half your body is into the door, and finally your whole body is in the room. And so he started with health, and there was an opportunity in the gold sector. I mean, Ghana has talked about establishing a refinery for years. I mean, from the time of our first president. We export our bullion raw, and there's no value addition to the gold resource that we produce, even though Ghana is among the top 10 largest gold producing countries in the world. And so he took the bold decision to set up a gold refinery. And he's a very determined person. He was finding problems getting land at the airport to build the refinery. And so, again, he knocked at my door, and we did our best to remove the challenges. And the sod was cut for the refinery. And as he said, by next year, the refinery will be up and running and adding value to Ghana's gold before it's exported. We want to thank him for all those initiatives. And as I said today, the greatest testimony that we can pay to the investment opportunities in Ghana is not by our talking about it, but it's by people, businessmen from Egypt who have taken that step of investing in Ghana, being the ambassadors of telling other businessmen that, look, I've gone to this country, I've invested, and I think that the opportunities there are fantastic. And so people like Dr. Said, El Swidi, Arab Contractors, El Nasser, and the many Egyptian companies that have taken the lead in investing in Ghana are the ones that are going to be the testimony to other Egyptian businessmen that the opportunities there are great. And especially now that Ghana is on the brink of transforming itself, into an emerging economy. I believe that in Africa, south of the Sahara, probably if you take out South Africa, Ghana is most probably going to be the next emerging economy on that continent. We have the opportunity to transform our country into something great. And I believe that under the current leadership that we have, Ghana is going to go places in Africa. And so this is the best time to invest. And I'm sure that with this forum that we have attended, it's opened our eyes to the opportunities that exist, and the partnerships that we will build through this investment forum would help us to spur on the growth that we all look forward to. Let me take the opportunity to thank Mr. George Abuaje and his group for the fora that they continue to hold across the world, attracting investment. That is their job, Ghana Investment Promotion Council. And so I had received an invitation to the Gulf Africa Investment Forum in Saudi Arabia, and it just happened propitiously that at the same time, shortly after the Gulf Africa Investment Forum, the Ghana Investment Promotion Center was also in collaboration with the Egyptian authorities holding this investment forum here. So it gave us the opportunity to kill two birds with one stone, even though Laurent Gbagbo and Cote d'Ivoire almost derailed my ability to attend. I'm happy that I was able to overcome that challenge and be here with you. So even though I started as a reluctant speaker, I think I've spoken enough, and I just wish to, if I had a glass, propose a toast to Dr. Said and the Euroget-group for this wonderful invitation to dinner, and also to all our Egyptian friends and all our Egyptian investors and businessmen. I want to say thank you very much, and let's drink a toast to all of them. So everybody raise your glass and